Colorado made a trip to Oregon and wishes that they didn't. Came out of that getting bullied. Lost that game 42-6 to the Ducks. And I don't know that if you saw or not, the Colorado pregame, they're doing their walkthrough the night before in Autzen Stadium, making fun of it. What is this? This is so tiny. Stepping on the O, digging their cleats into it, which is also dumb because it's turf. Kind of look like an idiot. Here we are. And got blasted for it. Got punched in the mouth, got punched in the gut, got punched in the nose over and over again to the beat of a 42-6 drum. I can't say that word. Can't say that word. And if you played ball, if you ever had the chance to put on pads, and if you're a fiery guy, how could you not want to play for a guy like Dan Lanning? That dude is a firecracker. I loved his pregame comments to his team. They came for clicks. We came for wins. Let your pads do the talking, right? I absolutely love that. And I believe it was Shiloh Sanders who said something pregame about gonna beat you, gonna beat your mama, something like that. Mistakes were made. Now, before I get into the actual numbers of the game, I want to say props to Deion Sanders, man. Props to Deion Sanders. I do wish that he would have gotten control of that the day before about stepping on the O and just kind of being disrespectful. Like, there's just no place in that. Like, at the end of the day, it's a game, and you need to respect other people's, venues, property, stuff like that. But for him to come out after it was over and say, man, we got our butt kicked. We had an old-fashioned butt kick, and props to them. We have stuff to work on. Man, props to you, Deion Sanders. I mean, makes me respect you. I do like that the Colorado train is humbled a little bit. Maybe the media will get out of the Buffalo rear end, but nonetheless. And I would love to know, if you're watching this, listening in, what you think about Bo Nix by this point. If you still have a image in your mind of Bo Nix with the Auburn logo on his helmet, you need to get that out of your head, because this dude is a really great quarterback. 28 for 33, 276 yards, 3 scores, and a pick. The dude can play. He can run, he can sling it, he can do everything that you want him to do. Bucky Irvin led them in rushing, 10 for 89. Corey Franklin led them in receiving, 8 for $126. We flip over. We look at Colorado here. Shedeur Sanders, 23 for 33, $159. Not good. And a score, it's good for a 28.2 QBR. Anthony Hankerson led them in rushing, 5 carries, 31 yards. Dylan Edwards, who is an absolute stud with the ball in his hand, 3 carries, 21 yards. Long of 17. So that means he had a 17-yard carry, and then wasn't very good after that, truth be told. Xavier Weaver led them in receiving, 9 for 75. Let's see. And former Tennessee Volunteer Jawan Mitchell led them in tackling. Oregon just wasn't going to have it. Just wasn't going to have it. And what's fascinating as you look at the stats is Oregon was only 3 for 10 in third down conversions. Now, they were 3 for 4 in fourth down conversions. Put not a good third down number, but you still won that game 42-6. Oregon had 30 first downs. Colorado had 13. Here's the number that just absolutely jumps off the page for you. Oregon outrushed them by 200 yards. Colorado had 40 rushing yards. Oregon had 240 rushing yards. Time of possession was won by Oregon. Over-under was set at 70. They didn't eclipse that because Colorado just simply did not carry the weight. They didn't carry the bucket. And Oregon did more than cover the spread. Vegas saw something. I don't know what they saw, but it's almost like they knew that was coming. They were the genie in the bottle. They knew it was coming. Had that spread at 21. in Oregon's favor. Oregon says 21. Then Lanning, watch this. 42-6. Buffaloes travel to the Ducks, get tallywhacked. Maybe this would be good for Colorado. In the same sense that I'm hoping the Tennessee loss to Florida is good. In the sense that when you saw in 2016 Deshaun Watson and Clemson lose to Pitt in the regular season and go on to win the title, sometimes a loss is good. It does good things for your football team. Maybe that's the case for Deion Sanders. I will be very interested in this Colorado USC game coming up next weekend. It's going to be at Colorado. Trojans are coming to town. And if you thought that the Ducks could put up points, watch Caleb Williams and this Lincoln Riley offense put up points. This could get nasty. I hope it's a shootout. I do hope that the Buffaloes recover and bounce back. I don't understand the hatred for Colorado, but I also don't understand why the media is all up in the Buffalo rear end. Nonetheless, I'm going to land this plane right here. Ducks handle business, 42-6.
Pandemonium reigns.